Over the years, the Nintendo eShop has been home to all sorts of smaller titles than your typical Marios and Zeldas, one of which that stood out to me was a little game on the 3DS called Pool Blocks, but if you don't live in the UK, you may know it as Pushmo. How are we today everybody? I hope you're all good. My name is Peter and for this video I'd like to talk about the Pushmo series, which I thought was rather underrated and deserves a return on the Nintendo Switch. If you didn't already know, Pushmo, or Pool Blocks, is a puzzle platformer developed by none other than Intelligent Systems, who you may know as the people behind the Paper Mario and Fire Emblem series. It was released on the 3DS eShop back in 2011, which was pretty close to when the 3DS first came out. In this game, you play as Mallow, a being who looks like a cross between a sumo wrestler and a cat. You may recognise him as one of the many spirits featured in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Anyway, you help Mallow climb up the eponymous Pushmo, which are large towers of blocks that come in many different shapes and sizes. And why does he do this? Well, these Pushmo are supposed to be playgrounds created by Papa Blocks, but they seem to have one major design flaw. The children that they were made for to play on get trapped inside. I swear there's some sort of health and safety violation going on there. Papa Blocks should probably be sued. Considering how high up the Pushmo go, it's probably too dangerous for small children to even be allowed up there in the first place, so I guess there's two major design flaws. Anywho, it's Mallow's job to rescue them from their newfound prisons and save the day. This game is one of those titles that have really simple mechanics to pick up and learn, but will eventually become head-scratchingly challenging, and I love when a game is able to both be easy to pick up and difficult to master at the same time. You can pull a block of one colour up to 3 times, but if you're standing on another block, you can only pull it up to twice, unless you're pulling it from the side, and so on. The game even throws in these manholes and ladders that allow you to climb up and down in an instant, as well as buttons that bring out all blocks of that colour. The charming music and sound effects help with making the experience a lot more relaxing than what you may be used to, and that music that plays when you successfully beat the level and save the stranded kid is also satisfying. It's ideal for those times when you want to play something a little bit more laid back and don't feel like playing something a bit more intense. There's even some Nintendo themed puzzles, such as climbing up an NES controller or various Super Mario Bros. Sprites. Another really cool feature is the ability to create your very own Pushmo and distribute them online via QR codes, but you have to clear the course yourself first to prove that beating it is possible, something which may remind you of Super Mario Maker. Pushmo also had a few sequels that I haven't actually tried out yet, but I thought they were worth mentioning. Crashmo, also known as Fall Blocks, came out in 2012, where you have to pull the blocks to make them fall in a certain way to create a path to rescue the bird at the top. There was also Stretchmo, aka Full Blocks, but this time, rather than moving the blocks, they stretch in different directions, hence the name Stretchmo. There's also Pushmo World for the Wii U, which looks like more of the same thing as the original. I'll have to try them out in my spare time to see what I think of them. According to some of my research when writing the script for this video, there was reportedly a cancelled Crashmo World title for the Wii U, which I guess never came through in the end because, you know, it's the Wii U. I don't know for certain whether this was true or not, but I think it would be nice to see this supposed project come to the Switch at some point to add to Nintendo eShop's offerings. I hope one day we get to see the rest of these titles also come to the Switch, or maybe have a completely new one made from the ground up, potentially introducing a new twist to the formula like we've seen with the sequels that already exist, because I feel like this series has the potential to keep growing, as well as explore and expand on new ideas. Anyway, that just about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any opinions on the Pushmo series in the comments below. Did you have fond memories of it in the 3DS era? Have you never heard of it? Would you like to see it come to the Switch? And so on. Also, since you're here, why not check out my other videos, including this one, where I talk about what I would like to see if we ever got a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine, or this one, where I talk about the possibilities of a sequel to Okami. Until next time, see you later.